everybody, welcome to another video by Liminal Spaces. So today we are talking about the film The Orphanage. It came out in 2007. It's a Spanish film, and it is a truly terrifying, scary movie. It's one of the best. And just to clarify, it is a ghost movie. So it's not a slasher film. It doesn't have a lot of jump scares. It really takes its time and it really builds up the creep. It's more, I would say, of a traditional horror film. More like a 70s horror film than an 80s horror film, you could kind of say. It's directed by J.A. Bayona. Sorry for mispronouncing that name. I wanted to bring him up because he has got a lot of work after making this film, and you may have seen some of his films. A couple really stuck out to me. He made Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which I think is the fifth Jurassic World movie. I've not seen the film. I don't know anything about that. But that's a big budget American film, so I wanted to make sure to bring that up. He also worked on the television show Penny Dreadful, and he directed a couple episodes of The Lord of the Rings of Power show. So he is getting work around, which is great because I think he's a fantastic director. I want to look into a couple of his other horror films. He made a movie called The Impossible in 2012, which looks interesting. I haven't seen it. And he made a movie called A Monster Calls in 2016, another one that I'd like to check out. Another very important name that was attached to this film is Guillermo del Toro. Sorry once again for mispronouncing. He's an executive producer on this film, and he helped the director. They were kind of friends. They'd met before. He helped the director double the budget of the film and double the length of time that the director had to make the film so that they could make sure that it was the best product that it could possibly be. And it really worked out. Of course, Del Toro is huge in the horror industry. I'm just going to go over a couple of the things that he's done. You've got Kronos, Mimic, and The Devil's Backbone. And those three you probably have to get from Arrow Video, I would assume. But excellent, bizarre, strange films. All these films are subtitled, by the way. I should say that. They're not in English. So if you watch these movies, you have to read the subtitles. It's completely worth it. I highly recommend it. But then he went on to do a lot of stuff in Hollywood. He did Blade 2, he did Hellboy, and then of course he made Pan's Labyrinth, another Hellboy, then he made Pacific Rim, and then he did Crimson Peak, which is an awesome gothic haunted mansion ghost story, which is great. He did The Shape of Water, Nightmare Alley, and Pinocchio. And he did a bunch of stuff for television, including The Cabinet of Curiosities, which is just a bunch of terrifying short films. And I'm really glad that he helped his friend do this. I know he's helped other people as well. The only thing that came to mind for me immediately was Mama from 2013. Another great scary movie, totally worth checking out. So he's really the best. And it shows in The Orphanage. It's such a scary movie. And it's great because it's got the slow build, creepy stuff. But there are some really shocking, terrifying moments in this film. It's got kind of both, to be honest. It's so great. It's really dark. It is a depressing, sad ghost story movie, but it's just brilliant. It's absolutely worth checking out. I'm not going to go into any spoilers for it because it absolutely is something that you need to see. But the basic premise is a woman grew up in an orphanage, and as an older person, she's decided that she wants to buy the orphanage and refurbish it as a facility for disabled children. So her and her family are living there, and they're refurbishing the place. And of course, it's completely haunted, right? And all kinds of really scary, really terrifying things happen. It has been released on DVD and on Blu-ray, so look for it. Or, of course, you can just watch it streaming. If you decide to do that, make sure you get the 2007 Orphanage. Don't watch the wrong version of the movie, because there's a couple other things. You could watch The Orphan on accident instead, or there's another film called The Orphanage Mirkwood or something like that. That's not the same thing. make sure to find the 2007 Spanish film, The Orphanage. It was actually a co-production between Mexico and Spain. It did incredibly well when it came out. It got like a 10-minute standing ovation, I was reading, at the Cannes Film Festival. It really is an excellent film. All right, well, I hope you check this out. It really is great. If you do and you enjoy the film, make sure to come back and hit the like button here or subscribe. We have all kinds of stuff like this. And I do just need to say really quickly, I have gotten another job. I'm in transition right now. It's kind of a weird thing that's happening. So I'm not going to be on the channel as much as I used to be. I'm not sure what the future holds because, like I said, I'm kind of in a weird transition right now. Chris, obviously, is still putting out great things on the channel. Absolutely worth checking out. But I'll keep you posted on how much you can expect to see from me in the future once things settle down a little bit with where I'm at. I hope you have a great day.